Welcome, guys. Welcome, guys. So if you have any question for me, you can just drop it in the chat box. You can drop it in the chat box.
Day, we give it to 30 points. Yes, at the end of the day, give it 30 points. So also, it's not a full element.
Welcome, guys. Welcome back. Welcome back. So if you have any question for me, you can drop it in the chat box. So when we are talking about your trading plan, how your traders went in that week, you should be looking at how many trades am I taking a week. You should be looking at, let me learn from my mistake, the trades that hit stop loss, the trades that went in my way. What lesson can I learn from it? How could I have seen the market better? How could I have entered this market by having minimal risk? You should be able to review your risk management. All these things are what you do when you are reviewing your trades at the end of the week. You have to understand that you should take minimum of 1 hour to meditate. It's just like every other business. There's no how you're going to be in a business that you will sit down and think. It's not possible. It's not possible. There's no how you're going to be in a business that you won't sit down and think about that business. So why can't you do it to trading? Trading that is not having a lot of money going in every day. Trading that you can easily get lost. You have to sit down and think. When you wake up, think, okay, this is what I want the market to do. This is what I feel like I need to see. This is what the market is presenting to me. How should I adjust to it? See, if you can, all these things start from your mindset. If you can change the way you think about the market, the way you perceive the market, I'm sure you are going to see a better result, a better new you. You are going to see a better new you because there's no way you are going to be reviewing your trade, and you shouldn't be afraid of taking stop loss. Why? Stop loss is always there to save you. So even if you have a 5 times stop loss hit, you have a 5 times TP hit, you are still profitable. Even if all the 05 did not even take profit, they hit BE. Do the calculation, guys. You are still profitable. You are still profitable because before you can break to BE, your trade should have moved like up to 1 to 2 for it to BE. So if you are breaking even at 1 to 2 on 5 trade, and you are losing 5 trade, one point, one risk, and you are getting like 2 risk from the other 5, you are still profitable. So it's only goodness that will be doing you and feel like, since last 2 weeks or 11 days now, none of my trade have gotten to TP. None of my trade have gotten to TP. I've been always taking out at break even, and I'm still massively profitable. So you have to think about this and have it at the back of your mind that, see, I'm profitable. It's not about you winning all the trade. It's not about you seeing that green icon that TP hits. No, no, it will not always happen. You have to understand how you can manage your trades. These are things that is going to give you an edge. Any question? I'm not seeing any question as at now. Any question? Mr. Adekunle. All right, let's hear you. You are raising up your hand, Mr. Adekunle. I ask you to unmute.
Yeah, good evening, sir.
Good evening, fam. Welcome.
Yeah, thank you very much, sir. Thank you for this. Thank you for the class. Thank you for it.
You're welcome, sir.
Sir, please, I just want to ask a question. Like, now, concerning this trading psychology. So I want to ask. Okay, I think I came late to the class. Maybe we'll have talked about it earlier. I don't know. So it's just like when we have, let's assume we small account traders, like we have $20, we have $50 in the account. Is it that we should not trade boom and crash at all? What if I'm not even that familiar with volatility markets? Like over the years, even when I was trading support and resistance, I've always been trading boom and crash. Because I've always been trading boom and crash. And now you are saying, you are advising us that when we want to trade, if we have $50 or less, you don't have to, like, I'm not saying you told us not to trade at all, but you don't have, for our safety purpose, we don't have to like rely on trading boom and crash. So well, for, let's just say for example, for myself, maybe I like trading 1,000 and crash 500. So what can you suggest for me?
Okay, this is my suggestion. Let me start like this. If you are trading $20 account and you are trading cash 500 or you are trading cash
Yeah.
1,000,
Yes.
how many stop loss are you going to take that before you get thrown off balance?
Mm.
Like
Trading.
how much? No, I don't want you to answer. It's just like a general house. Do you understand? Yeah.
Okay.
Just want you to meditate on it. Like, how much are you willing to risk on a $20 account trading cash 500 and cash 1,000? How much are you willing to risk? And if you take the first trade, it is stop loss. The second trade, it is stop loss. The third trade, it is stop loss. How will you react to the markets? Will you still be cool? Will you be thrown off balance? Or will you still maintain that psychology that, okay, I can get the fourth trade right? This is where frustration sets in. Do you understand? So if you have mastered the strategy enough, you can trade boom and cash with $10. Believe me. But you know that you that are trading boom and cash with $10, one or two mistakes, you are gone. One or two mistakes, the account is gone. Because one, you cannot move the market. Trading is probability. You can't move the market. So how many hits can you take before you are being thrown off balance? We have people that their first 1 to 3 trade is always this stop loss, especially those of the people, those people that look for lower time frame entries. Ask them. They can take 7 trades and the first 5 is going to hit stop loss. Still the same setup before they can get that perfect entry right. So if you are putting yourself in that kind of issue, okay, in a $20 account, you are risking $1 and your first 3 trades hits stop loss. That's $3. If you are down to 17, can you maintain that psychology to trade again? Won't fear, won't it set in? Are you that emotionless trader that I feel like market just does what you want to do? I'll see my setup again. I'm going into the market. If you Know that you are in that state. Why not? You can trade boom and cash with $50, with $20. But if you know that you are still an emotional trader, I won't advise. That's my own candid truth. I won't advise. So any other question? I hope that answer your question, sir. All right, you welcome, fam. You welcome, fam. Any other question? Okay, I can't see any other question or any hand being raised up. So I think we are coming to the end of the class. Okay, I recently installed my MT5 because of my style of trading looks like gambling. I'm trying to get a good checklist. Can you help me out? Okay, God's time. I'm going to drop the checklist in the general house. I trade smart money. I trade smart money. I'm going to drop the checklist that I used to trade in the general house. All right, what is the least time frame to look for POI? POI is on all time frame. Point of interest is on all time frame. The question is not really what time frame should you look for your POI. The question is how good are you at that POI? Because we have lower time frame points of interest, we have higher time frame points of interest. We have monthly point of interest, we have weekly point of interest, we have daily point of interest, we have 4 hours point of interest, we have 8 point of interest, we have 5 minute point of interest. You get it, sir? So it's not about you a specific or the least time frame you should look for. You can have a break of structure on 1 minute at a daily point of interest, point of interest, and you scale down to 1 minute, and you can still see another point of interest on 1 minute. You can still see another point of interest on 5 minutes. It's possible. So it's not limited to any time frame. Okay, you mean higher time frame before an entry. It depends on the kind of trader you are. There are points of interest on daily. There are points of interest on 8 hours. There are points of interest on 12 hours. There are points of interest on 4 hours, on 1 hour, on 30 minutes. I don't know. Do I have any chart to explain this? Okay, can you see my charts? Can you see my chart, sir? I don't know if you can see my charts. Just okay, good. Okay, good. Now look at this point of interest. This last trade, I caught it on 15 minutes. Let's see. Can you see, sir? Can you see a point of interest there? And it was on 15 minutes, and I took the trade. So it's not limited to any time frame. It only depends on, do you know the directional bias of the markets? That's just the basic thing that you should look for. You can see spot any what's it called point of interest on any time frame. Believe me, it depends on how good you are. That's just it. So I hope that answers your question. I hope that answers your question. Okay, okay. Yes, now why would I take the trade with a confirmation? I took the trade with a confirmation. So I guess we have come to the end of the class. Thank you so much for hopping on. I really appreciate it. I do not take it for granted. Thank you to my boss, Mr. Amole Ayodeji. I really appreciate you, sir. Thank you very much. Damn me. Thanks, fam. I really appreciate you. I celebrate and appreciate. I appreciate you. All
You're
right,
welcome, fam.
so we see you later. I promise someone that I'm going to drop the checklist in the general house, so I'll do that right away. Thank you very much for hopping on. Goodbye.